I would have to have like zero social anxiety and see if I'm lucky enough to find him in my area. And I know it's been Hello, welcome back to a brand new video. It is me, Miracle, Population Me, and it is a brand new day. It is Wednesday, 4 p.m. and I've decided to actually do things at this very moment. I've realized I'm taking my unemployment era very unserious, which is very good for me because life was very serious before. But I decided instead of giving you guys like whatever video updates I do over the week, I'm going to just show you guys kind of what I do when I have no job and I very much need to look for a job, or I very much need to like at least be busy and make money because my bills are due in a few weeks. So yeah, so over here you can't really see, but I literally have my computer right here, and I'm just going to show you guys different websites I've been using, the different tricks I've been talking about, but also put it into practice, because I know I come onto here sometimes and I just tell you a bunch of websites to use and what not to use, but I never actually show you guys anything. So I decided to be a little bit more open and to be like, hey, let me show you guys the different things I actually am using. Also, there is someone scratching my leg right here. Let me just grab it. But I also foster a little kitty. Her name is Tessa. I'm only having her for like a week, and she's probably gonna be in the background for like a good second. But say hi, Tessa. Say hi. She's a little shy. But I only have her for a week, but she's not gonna be the star of this video. I am. She's just here. She might just be annoying me for a minute. That's totally fine. But I'm just gonna turn the camera around. Don't mind the tabs. There's like a bajillion in one of them, but I'm just gonna show you guys a bit of what I'm doing, how I'm actually applying for jobs, because it's been over 2 months since I got laid off, and I've just been looking for projects and jobs and different things. And eventually these jobs tend to disappear off the scope of what I'm doing. So I want to show you guys like how I'm making sure that I'm not missing out on new openings for jobs and stuff. So let's get to that. Okay, so now we're on my computer. I literally had to hide like half of my tab just to make it seem like I didn't have a million tabs. But here we are on my computer. The first thing I want to kind of show you guys is this document that I found online. It is from one of the many job talent staffing firms in Chicago specifically, because I saw on like some short, I'll probably like post it somewhere in this video because I definitely watched it this week, where this girl was talking about how she applied to a bunch of jobs like 20 times a day, which I thought was amazing because I can't even do past 10 without burning out. And she was talking about how she applied using a talent IT tech firms or different job staffing firms, and she was able to find not only different jobs on there, but also just put her resume in there and have them help her out. And I thought that's a wonderful idea, because I've literally not thought of that. I've just been going to the company's website and then just applying free-handedly this entire time. But on my way to like looking for like my 30th agency website, I found this lovely document that I was trying to look through, because it is about how to get a job in 60 days or less. And it's like 5 pages, but I'll just give you a quick run through. I don't know if I would personally go through this, because the way they talk about it, I was like, oh my God, I will have to have like zero social anxiety. And this just makes me feel like I have way too much. So the first one is just to go through and look up the industry you want, top 100 blank companies in Chicago. Makes sense, real simple, basic. And then the next is to figure out who actually hires at those companies, and then to go on LinkedIn and actually find those people on there, which I do have a LinkedIn. I can do this. I probably won't, because nowadays everyone has premium, so it's kind of useless to, at least for me personally, it's kind of useless to do this unless you have a premium. But you can do this. You can find different names of people that are VPs, directors, hiring managers, recruiters, and then all those people, and then get 3 to 5 people per company. Now, this is where it gets a little crazy. I wouldn't do this personally. I wouldn't even know what to do to get to this point. I would honestly think this would be a bit much. But then you have to go Google each target company and get their phone number, which fair. Okay. And then you're supposed to create a bullet point script, so you have a message of what to tell people, like a little elevator pitch. If you're gonna do it on LinkedIn or your email, or I guess if you're gonna call them, which would be kind of crazy, but I guess you can do either or. And this is like a little sample intro if you're a recent college grad or a professional that I thought was pretty cool. I personally wouldn't do this just because I am just stage fright, I guess. And then make a call. Oh my gosh, making a call with at least 50 companies would be kind of crazy. And then they say make about 20 plus calls a day. I'm sure this is like useful. The reason why I'm showing you guys this, I know I'm keep saying I wouldn't do this because this is like freaking me out, but I know someone out there needs a job just like me, or someone's looking to help someone out. If you want to help them make 20 calls a day, that might help a lot. I would just send 20 emails personally, because I don't know, I feel like people get tired of talking on the phone eventually. So you do that, and then obviously you go into your Excel sheet and you make sure that you're doing it correctly. You let them know like, hey, did I get a response back? I need to reach back, whatever. And then just like this, reach back out if you are talking to them after a week or so. Which, by the way, I got to reach back out to some of the jobs that I interviewed, never heard back from. So this actually helps me. And then this says go on different job search and do the same thing for those companies as well, and stay on top of any calls, or I guess emails as well. And then interviews, if you are in the interview process, research those companies. So I will put this in the description below because this could help someone I find online, and it's just been one of my many tabs right now. I don't know what, this is from Premier Chicago Staffing Agency. So it's been quite interesting to see this. But anywho, back to our regularly scheduled program. I've been going on different talent agency websites to basically look for what I'm looking for, which is IT, business roles, project management, product management, things like that. And it does get kind of tedious looking for the same thing because I'm looking for like jobs in essentially Chicago, and I'm not looking anywhere else. So when it comes to those companies, I do limit myself a lot more because a lot of roles do tend to be in New York or LA or Boston or Washington. So what I usually do, let's say for example, this is one of my websites. This here is K-Force. I did find this online. I was looking up IT firms for staffing. And you can either do two things. You can search jobs on here, or you can submit a resume. And this is an example that I'm using because I actually already use this. If I wanted to like search for a job, I would just go here, and then I would have my location put into here, and then wait for the load. And then click it here. Okay, great. Now, obviously 25 miles is a bit crazy. So we have contract roles over here, permanent roles over here. Tells you when they uploaded. So this one was uploaded like 2 days ago. But they have different roles here. It's only like 7 of these jobs, so I wouldn't put much of your eggs in here. I don't know where they get these roles from. I don't know if you should trust them also, because I don't trust a lot of companies that don't show me where the jobs are coming from. But this one here, you just have everything. If you like it, you can apply today. I'm not actually gonna apply. I'm not a UX designer. But you just apply from this website, do everything you need to do, and then just press submit. If you wanted to, let's say, just straight up apply or send your resume in and then just have them do the work for you. Like if they get a new role and you just don't see it on time, you can always just go to their role right here where it says submit resume. And then you put all your information inside, get your resume from here, put what you're looking for. They don't let you choose the state. That is just where you live, not really where they're gonna help you. And then you just press submit. And that's what I've been doing in terms of talent agencies. And they all kind of gone the same way. I'm not gonna lie, they're not gonna be any different than this website, even the bigger ones like LaSalle or whatever else I've used. But if I wanted to go for one that was a bit different, let's go with what was the first example from how to get a job in 60 days, right? I haven't actually done any of these steps because I've been pushing it in my own way, just like reinforcing it. But I could say, like, let's just copy this, right? Because you never know what I might find. This is gonna be like a free-handed, but also very needed application. So I'm looking for like IT companies, right? It doesn't have to be IT, it could be tech. So I'll type in tech, this will be a bit more specific. And then I'm gonna click on the first website, right? Built in Chicago. It's actually one of the websites I said in my other video that I've used to apply for jobs. The only problem is the jobs do get reposted a lot more frequently on here. But you can go in here and it'll tell you like the top tech jobs. Now, granted, right? You're not gonna see Google first because I don't know what they mean by tech, right? This one right here is fintech, so financial services, right? This one's Caterpillar. We all know what Caterpillar is. They have those construction company equipment. This is Granger. I can't really tell which G is supposed to be soft. But a lot of these companies you wouldn't really see in the tech right world. Obviously, you expect to see your Googles, your Microsofts, your Azure, everything like that, right? But these companies are very different. You would not expect them to be your top. This is in Chicago, so they might just have offices in Chicago versus Google, who might not have an office in Chicago. You can also just put your own resume in here and do the work for you, but I guarantee you they're not going to do a better job than you just applying because this is not an agency website. But okay, so now you have your top companies, right? Whatever you want to go by industry here, size here, office type here. I would love a remote job, I'm not gonna lie to you. But let's click on Beyond Finance. So this company, I don't really care what it's about. I'm just gonna go straight to copying it and pasting it right here. And then I just go straight to the career page because I may not be the best fit for finance just because I don't have a background in it, but let's see what kind of jobs they have because I've known people who have went from HR in like an IT role to HR in a finance role. So clearly it's not always about what they might have in terms of like your main interest, but really what they have in positions. So in office, I would say Chicago, off rip. And already we see like one, I was gonna say three, but like one role for business that they have. So let's see what they have here and just kind of like read through it together. So right here, you got the little role, you get information, yada, yada. Great. I want to know more about requirements. Okay, so bachelor's or master's in business, STEM, whatever. I got STEM, great. Prior experience in consulting, got it. I do have this. I don't exactly have huge experience in R, more in Python, but it's just a plus. This one's experience is a plus. Okay, so actually, if I'm being real honest, I could apply for this job because I have a bachelor's in STEM. I did consulting. I know how to do this. I don't really have much in this, but it's just a plus. I can figure this out pretty quickly because I know what Tableau is. This is obvious. This is obvious. This is obvious too, right? So already you're looking at the salary. The salary, thank God, the salary is now being posted for at least the jobs I applied for. So luckily, I never have to worry too much about a job being like, oh, we don't want to tell you or we're competitive. Though I will say this price range is a bit crazy because what do you mean you're 65 to 106? That's almost twice as much. But anyway, that means you can like negotiate a lot more, which is nice. And if you want to see about what they have, you can, of course, if you want to. And because this is put into Greenhouse.io, which is one of the many, I don't know how to call it. It's similar to Workday, but a lot more better, essentially. So you can just apply straight from here, put your whole name, information, your resume, cover letter, please rate your skill. I would say beginner for SQL. I would not lie. I don't think I'm that good, but I've used it in my life just so I can remember it. So I'm gonna keep this open because I would 100% apply to this. But already you see how they are telling me like, oh, apply to these top jobs, right? Now let's go back to the top companies, right? Obviously, if you want to choose a different role or if you're maybe fully finance, fully software, fully lawyer, this will work for you as well. This is my way of actually applying for jobs, and I thought it would just be interesting to, instead of just talking about how I do it, kind of just show you how I do it. So I'm gonna pull out 3 different jobs that I can apply to personally, just based on the description and not really based on the role. So let's go for one that I wouldn't necessarily have applied to if it wasn't like fully in my area. Okay, so this right here is Alette Credit Union. So we're gonna open this up in a new page. We're gonna copy this and then we're gonna paste it right here. And then we're gonna go straight to careers, which is luckily its own little tab. Okay, not that much of a tab, I guess. And then click on search jobs. You guys know how to do this part. I'm just adding on more tabs at this point. That's totally fine. Okay, so I don't know what kind of system they use for their job search. So hopefully it is a greenhouse or at least not a workday. But right here, you already have location type. I am going to, okay, they don't actually let me choose a location right here. Okay, it doesn't matter because they're all in Chicago. Perfect. Okay, so let's see which one we can do based on my current job role and experience. This is senior project manager, right? If they had this, let me open this because I might actually be able to do it. Okay, so right here they have education, 4 years bachelor's degree, 3 years project management, and then 6 years project management, right? So already you're being told you need a lot of experience, so I obviously can't do this. Though, would I not apply for this job? I might apply. You never know. What's the biggest factor in me applying for a job that I wouldn't necessarily have experience in? I sometimes look at the salary to know if I'm going to apply for a job, even if I don't have like 6 years of experience. One of the reasons is because if something is lower or the same rate as I was being paid at my current job or the one I was laid off on, then I would 100% see it as, okay, well, they're not clearly looking for someone who has 6 years, because someone who has 6 years would not go for $84,000. That doesn't sound very smart, right? Especially for a financial company, you would not expect that to be so low. So I actually would apply for this job perfectly fine. I don't know about get it, granted, but I wouldn't be like so against it. But let's look at some of the requirements that I'll have to do. They actually don't have any requirements, which is surprising. The main requirements is 4 years bachelor's, 3 years project management. I'm not sure how that is even in the same world. I don't get it. But 6 years project management, right? So I probably could apply for this. I wouldn't really know how to tailor my resume. But yeah, let's just go to a different one that seems a little bit better. So this one is senior product owner. I definitely can't do that. I'm already good now. But you can see that they have different things. They have software, they have product, they have obviously finance. They have lawyers, yada, 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 right? A lot of them are featured, which is quite nice. But we're gonna go over to a different company now because I don't want to spend all of my time on this video showing you finance. I know it sounds a little boring. So we're gonna go a little bit somewhere else. I'm trying to go something that's a bit different than what I would apply to. And it might honestly be another tech company because they're all tech. But I am trying to show you guys something that's not just tech. Okay, so let's go to people.ing. So we're gonna go here and just look for a role and see if I'm lucky enough to find something in my area. And I know it's almost Christmas, right? It's Christmas for me. It's literally next Thursday. So it's definitely gonna be kind of hard for someone like me to find a job or at least an interview this late. But seeing how they have a lot of roles still posted, I can only hope that they are looking for these people. I think I'm done showing you guys a little bit of what I'm doing now. I think I want to just apply for jobs and just kind of show you how quick it is for me to like apply for 10 jobs, because even though there are many roles that I'm not able to like apply for because I'm just not in that role. A lot of jobs nowadays are senior level because guess who they're firing a lot? Senior level people. So a lot of people that they're looking for are still senior level people, and I'm not senior. I don't think I can. I'm applying for the senior level project manager role just because I believe I can put my foot in the door. Will I get an interview? I have no idea. I can only hope and pray. But I just want to show you guys that I know that as bad as the market is right now, it probably won't get better. I'm not gonna lie. Like in a few months, college kids gonna graduate, and on top of like everyone who's getting laid off, it'll be very, very hard for people to look for a job. I feel like this every year, in my opinion. It's just worse because you guys know why. But I'm gonna apply for jobs. I'm gonna show you guys like how long it will take me to apply. The time right now is 4:55. We're gonna see how long it takes me to apply to 10 jobs curated for me, not just 10 random jobs that I'm just hoping will get me somewhere. Just so you know, like even with everything I'm using, Google, right? Different job boards, obviously AI to help me make different resumes, make sure everything looks okay, and then my email because I need to make sure that everything is sent to my email so I can kind of prove to you guys. I'm still gonna be struggling. This like month 2, I already said, for my jobs, and I need to make sure that I'm not wasting my time in a way. Like I have the time to look for jobs that are actually good and not just jobs that would just put me in another situation like my last one. So hopefully good luck to me. I'm going to apply now. And hopefully I'll come back to you and it's not 9 p.m. because that would suck. That will suck. It did take me 4 hours to apply for 10 jobs, but I am hoping it'll take me less. Oh my God, I have so much faith in myself. Okay, let's start. See you in a few. 2 hours. It is literally 7:02. I have finally applied to 10, or I guess at this point it was 12 different jobs, and it took me 2 hours. Now, granted, I literally had to speed up how quickly I was applying to these jobs, but I have finally completed 12 jobs that I set out to do, and the time right now is 7:02 p.m. and I started at, I want to say 4:50, so around 5 o'clock. So a little over 2 hours, and I applied for 12 jobs. I think overall, this compared to when I was streaming and I had to do like 10 jobs in like 4 hours. I don't know what the heck I was doing in those 4 hours, because I still think 4 hours for 10 jobs was entirely too little. No matter what I was doing, I just don't think, like, I wasn't reading like descriptions, so I don't know why it took me 4 hours. But just doing it now, I took a little break, as you saw. I watched a whole YouTube video because at some point I was just like, I'm just applying for jobs. My room has the space heater, but it's a little cold in here, so I'm not really feeling my best to want to do it here. I have a dying plant next to me, which it is what it is. I don't know. I'm not meant to be a plant mom, but I did apply for 10 jobs. And I did use the method that they put on the land a job in 60 days. Now, will I keep going past that method? No. That will get me to 4 hours if I did all that. I think their process is a lot easier. I do think part of the reason is a lot more jobs are putting their positions on the website, because now that the year is winding down, it's almost the second half of the year. Or I'm thinking about school year, because kids tend to apply for jobs when January starts, because internships, full-time, all that stuff. So jobs recognize that as well, especially if I'm applying for entry level. That's what it's going to be looking like. So I think overall this has definitely showed that at least the first part of the jobs themselves on that document was correct, because it used to take me forever to apply for jobs. It was taking me forever to actually look for the positions, because I use Google as like my main source for my job. They have like a job section. I go there only for the companies, not to actually apply. But it took me like over 4 hours to even find one that had a job that I can do, because there's plenty of companies that you can do stuff, but I can't apply for every job out there. It'd be a lot easier if I could. But that'll just make more rejections, and I don't want my inbox full like it already is right now. But these are 10 to 12 jobs that I actually can do, and I definitely don't see myself moving away from this method, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I was not planning on applying for jobs today. I was planning on sleeping all day and doing nothing, because it's almost the end of the week, and I decided I wanted a break. But I had to buckle down because I had an interview yesterday. I think it went pretty well. I'm a bit iffy about it, just because, yeah. But I don't want to let that stop me. I know Christmas is next week. I know New Year's the week after. I know the year is about to start. A lot of growth, a lot of change, right? So I don't want to stop the progress that I'm making. Because I think the last time I applied for jobs was like 2 days ago, and my head wasn't in it. But I don't want to make applying for jobs a full-time thing. I was talking to my career coach. If you don't know, I have a career coach in my last job, and they've been helping me apply for jobs, make a new resume, all that jazz. They kind of told me to make applying for jobs my new full-time job without the pay. And I didn't like that, because 8 hours a day is just dedicated to me finding a job. And I don't want to do that. I don't know why would I do that, because right now I just showed you guys 2 hours and I applied 10 jobs, right? Those are 10 jobs that I could do, not 10 jobs I just found and said, might as well. No, I can do them. I curated my resume. I made sure all my information was correct before I sent it. I will say I had to apply through Workday for like 3 different jobs. Oh my God, I hate Workday. Little Workday rant. Workday sucks. They literally make you make a whole password and then they act like your password that you just created was incorrect. So 3 different times I had to say I forgot my password because the password I just made didn't work. And then I re-put the exact same password and it didn't work. So anyway, I don't know how people aren't catching on. They're definitely a money waster for these companies, but anyway, I digress. But anyway, I think this is the end of the video, right? Hopefully, right now it shows like an hour and 11 minutes because I didn't record 2 hours of me just sitting here on my computer because that'd be crazy. I'm going to take a nap. I think I deserve it. I'm a bit tired from the day and it's 7 p.m. So I do want to just chillax and relax and just do what I want to do for the rest of the day, because if 8 hours is meant to take how many jobs, I do just want to not deal with it for the rest of the day and pretend I did 8 hours, because why not? I will say that in terms of future content on this channel, I will continue to make videos, obviously, right? No matter how shitty they look, no matter how great they look, I'm still going to push and do my best to do the best I can. Granted, it looks different to everyone. I am going to start streaming again. I know. I said this before, and it's been like 2 weeks since I said that. I will be streaming again on YouTube, obviously. I don't want to Twitch. I heard only bad things about Twitch. I am switching up a bit about how I stream now, because originally it was just me applying for jobs, and I'll do that for like 2 hours. But then I realized it kept me like in an anxious state when I did that, because I will apply for 4 hours, but then I will almost think like, damn, I need to like find jobs now because I'm streaming for 4 hours. And even if no one shows up, I assume someone's watching me. And so it's almost like your teacher is just like sitting there and be like, have you found something yet? Have you found something yet? And I'm just in my head like, oh my God. So I think that's why it took me 4 hours to find 10 jobs, because I was just looking anywhere without thinking. And now that I have like a real place to look, I don't want to waste it by doing it on like a 4-hour stream. So I think I'm gonna switch up and do more like hobbyist things on stream, because in the time it took for me to actually do all these videos and all the job search, I haven't drawn, I haven't colored. I read my newest book today, and it's the 16th yesterday. Newest book today, it's the 17th today. So I definitely need to get back on track, and I think I'd rather push myself to draw a color more than I want to push myself to do a job, because I know I need money, so that's never going to leave my mind. But I also need to know how to relax, and that is starting to be like I'm just sleeping all day, and that's a great relaxer in my opinion, but I also waste most of the day because I'm not even awake, which is on a normal retirement day perfectly fine. For someone who used to make money, maybe we should limit the sleep a little bit, just a little bit. So that's what I plan on doing. So I'm going to tell you guys the first day, because if I say it, it will come to be. I think I'm going to do it on Friday. I was thinking tomorrow, but I do have to fix a few things for my stream. If you ever heard about me streaming before, I just did it at night. It was fine. But I need to figure out a bit more about how am I going to do it for Friday. So watch out for Friday. The time would be very good for y'all to know. I should choose a time. I'm gonna say 2 p.m. Central Time. I live in Chicago. I know no one ever says Central Time. I'm saying Central Time. So figure that out if you live in Pacific, Eastern, Mountain. I don't know what else times there are. 2 p.m. Central on Friday. I will be streaming for whoever knows how long. I will be drawing. I will be coloring. And I'm probably just going to be talking out loud to myself about mainly job search, but also what I'm doing in terms of like my overall headspace. So come check it out. Come chat if you want. If not, that's totally fine. I need to get it done, so it works better for me. But if you have made this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting me. If this is your first time watching this video, I hope you like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss another part of this content. And I will see you guys on Friday or whenever next I decide to upload. So peace out. Bye.